MSW.
Are you ready? Marawa Sports Worldwide.
The legendary Baba Mthethwa is here. Sir, good evening. Welcome.
Hey, good evening, Robert.
Did I just exhaust you?
I know. That was like...
Did I just exhaust you?
That was like, yeah, that was like, yes. Look, I think you said a mouthful, and I feel honored and blessed to be here.
Yeah.
And thank you for inviting me to come and join you tonight.
I mean, it's an honor. It's an honor for me. It's an honor for a lot of people. And you're a social media butterfly, and you know what's been happening since people got to know that you are here.
Yes, it has been rough. It's been very rough since morning when I got the invitation. It's been rough, yeah.
It's been a beautiful thing, though. Do you ever reflect back and say, why is Baba Mthethwa, the legacy, why is Baba Mthethwa the commentator, why is Baba Mthethwa the human being so popular? Why do people love and like you?
I think, Robert, the first thing is humanity.
Yeah.
Ubuntu. And I think the love for what I do, the passion for what I do, and also the respect that I have for my viewers in this instance, and also football fans and sport fans generally. I think I've never showed them any lack of respect at any given point in time. And I've always tried to understand and go to their level as and when I have a chance. And sometimes some people don't understand, how do I manage to get closer to the fans? It's a very simple thing. The legendary people who came before me in this craft taught me two things. Respect the microphone and respect the craft. When you respect the craft, that's when you respect the person who's watching and the one who's listening. Because remember, when you're talking here, you're not talking for yourself.
Yeah.
You are talking to people. They might not be seeing you, but they can hear you and feel you. So if you're on radio like yourself, you need to take us to where you are and feel where you are and create an ambience that will make us feel that I'm sitting right next to you. So when I do football or sport generally, I feel that my task is to bring you closer to where I am and give you a good understanding of what is happening where I am, and the action, it's something else. I need to change the action that we are seeing.
Well, I'm seeing you're closing your eyes right now. What are you imagining? Because
already,
yeah, I can see that. Is that part of the drill?
That's how I focus. When I close my eyes, that's when I really imagine already what we're talking about. Somebody in Ngwavuma, someone in Velkom, my hometown, someone in Kimberley or Ekoqobo is sitting and listening now and saying, I wonder what is he wearing? Or what is he talking about now? So now put everything into perspective so somebody can understand what he's saying. They can kick around the ball, but like you said, find the right weight to narrate that football kicking, the passing, the dribbling, the walking, the running. Because someone can run.
Yes.
Just say,
Yes.
It's something. No one would think that we'd say that. I mean, there are so many players who, when they run like, but it's running.
Yeah.
It's not just ordinary running. You see?
But where do you find that creative juice? Because you don't just commentate, you color the words. You find something funny, you find something to joke about, but you find something memorable, you find the nicknames, you find all of these things that are there. So is that just part of who you are? Is it part of your nature?
Probably, Robert. You start somewhere.
Yeah.
On your first day at commentary, every time when you look at that microphone, from day one, when you start, you have jitters before you start.
Yeah.
And that creates something within you. When I take a microphone, I become another animal, not the one that you see now. When I take a microphone and sit and look at the monitor and the stadium is full or not full, doesn't matter. But I must create an ambience for you at home to feel like the stadium is full, yet there's nobody.
Yeah.
You're only listening and watching the action and listening to me. So when I narrate the game to you or commentate the game to you, I must give you a sense of belonging, one. Two, I must make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. But language is very important for you to understand. You can use slang, you can use proper language, And also remember, you must familiarize yourself with trends.
Yes.
Very important. Because sometimes people hear me singing when I'm doing commentary.
Like, what do you sing? What do you sing?
Which song did I sing in recent times? Klashimanga. There's a play at Paris that I call Klashimanga.
Yeah, but give us a sample of what you're singing.
See, I've got a backing singer. She'll sing for me. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, do it, because we have to go to a break now. So you guys can do an Ashford and Simpson duet. The mic is live and everything is there, so I don't mind.
No, she can help me. Oh, we know.
No, I only understand Lali Shimanga, that's it.
But sing us into the ad break then.
No,
Put us into that space.
There's this one when Salon's playing and this guy called Ayande, Marcelo Ayande, when he takes the ball, I always call him Stimela Sasezola. Sachige matrai. Stimela Samsasezola. Sachige matraini. Awe mama. Tambolam late Kentucky. Tambolam late Kentucky. Then you know what? When he's got that,
Yeah.
I'll change the tune immediately. When he passes the ball, I change the ribbon. Kibela. Hey, Kibela.
Kibele Raitwe, don't go anywhere. Baba Mthethwa in the building.
Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports
Good evening,
Worldwide.
Baro. You know, building up to the MTN final, there's only one way we'll be able to beat Mamelodi Sundowns. You must remember, Sundowns is now, their strength is on defending, and they no longer play the wing play tactics. Their attack comes straight from the middle of the park. So if our coach will be able to maintain that pressure in the midfield, then this cup is ours. Definitely, I guarantee you that. You know, if he can come with Monare, Tim, and Londo is versatile. He'll be able to attack, comes back, and defend. Then this thing is ours. Thank you, Prarop. It's Tabo from London.
Tabo, thank you so much indeed. Do send your WhatsApp voice notes. Do call into the studio 011-883-8947. Baba Mthethwa is my guest. It's a Friday. How much of that voice note do you agree with?
I do agree, but I can add something. If Pirates want to beat Sundowns tomorrow, don't allow them space. Don't give them space to play with the ball, because when they play the ball, they hypnotize you.
Someone was saying that, actually, on Twitter, X. Mrs. Charutwe. Says, ask him. No, because Sundowns is playing in the final tomorrow. He said on the space, I don't know what space you were on,
Yeah, I know what I
that
said.
we are not winning anything
trophy.
this season.
Yeah, I said so. Yes.
Hypnotizer Sundowns.
Yeah, I'll hypnotize.
So you use that word, and it reminded me of this particular post that I've
Yes.
just seen now. Who's hypnotizing who?
No, Sundowns will hypnotize you if you're not aware. If you allow them space to pass the ball more than 5, 6, 7 times, then you have a problem. Because in that time when they are passing the ball around, they're looking for somebody, somewhere, to get hypnotized and forget their position. And they place the ball exactly where that person has just lost position of his position. Then they put the ball there. If you look at their balls, they're not playing difficult football. No. Simple football. They pass around, wait for the moment. And when the signal goes, they go. And then they give the ball to that person. Remember, they used to play from the sides and whatever. Not anymore. No. There's this young boy who's just went to stand out from Supersport, Masego.
Yeah.
We call him Slagpan.
Slagpan.
Slagpan, as in like slaughterhouse.
Oh.
Yeah. He runs with the ball until to the end. The corner kick, corner spot.
Yeah.
But what does he do with the ball? Does he cross the ball? No. Even against Chiefs, Frostler realized that he can run with the ball. Yes. He's skillful. But what he did was he stopped the crosses. He could not score from crosses, unfortunately. So, they'll never play from crosses. They used to do that when they were playing this boy from Kagiso. What's his name? Tapelo Mre. No, Mre is not playing there anymore. He's playing another position now. He's been converted into something else. So, Kuliso Mudau cannot cross the ball. It's a given. He can defend. Offensively, Mudau is very good. Okay? And rough as well.
Yeah.
But he cannot cross the ball into the box for Shalulile to score. The ball has to come from somewhere else for Shalulile to score. either from a corner kick, because Selu is very good with his head.
Yes.
Okay. Or maybe he sneak, like what I said. They hypnotize you, through ball, he scores. Robiero, if he's playing tomorrow, same. They hypnotize you with their passes, and as soon as there's a goal.
Pagat.
Yeah, that's how they play.
But tell me, do you know? I mean, you're talking about just how beautifully and brilliantly Mamelodi Sundowns are playing right now. Do you know that the Bafana coach, Hugo Broos, said in the press conference yesterday? You know what he said? Do you know what he said?
You know, when you play every week against a very good opponent, you become better. Everyone becomes better. So for Pirates, and maybe they will not agree with me, but Pirates win their games too easily. So this is not good for them. It should have been more a battle every week to win the game. And you see in Europe, in those big competitions, the final of Champions League is always played by a team of one of those countries, because every week they have to struggle, they have to battle for winning, and maybe it is maybe one of the reasons. I said not it's the reason. It's maybe one of the reasons that every time for Sundowns in quarterfinal or in semi-final they are out, because yes, this is a very tough game every time. You play against a very tough opponent, so it's not good either for Sundowns. So yeah, I hope that Chiefs and Pirates are becoming again the teams of what they were before. Before I was here, it was always a struggle between those teams to be champion. The last 3 years, there is not a battle anymore. Sundown is already 10 points ahead or 8 points ahead and more. So
Hugo Broos says that Sundowns will win the DStv Premiership by March or February.
It's possible, but I still maintain that there's going to be a big fight coming from Pirates. They've only played 5 games now, Pirates at the moment. Sundowns has played 8. And they're far ahead, actually, of Pirates. But it doesn't mean that if Pirates still have games in hand, they've got points.
Yes.
No, anything can still happen. It happened last season. It happened the season before, you know. And we don't know what's going to happen. If Sundowns can slip up somewhere, does it mean Pirates will catch up? SuperSport is there as well. They don't have stars at SuperSport, but they have the quality to listen, understand, and they know their task at hand. And then you still have other teams that can come from nowhere, like Cape Town City. We never know. Kevin Tinkler will always surprise you.
But you got Golden Arrows now. Who are there?
The Arrows are sitting at position 2, but I don't know if Arrows can go all the way. If Arrows can hit us with the Leicester City thing in 2016.
Hey.
I don't know if they can do that. I do not know. They still have to play Chiefs on the 28th. They still have to play Pirates twice, Chiefs twice, Sundowns twice, Cape Town City twice. You see, so no, once, because they played Cape Town City already. They still have to play Cape Town City once. So you see where we're getting at. They must still come to Dobsonville. Swallows is slowly picking up because Dr. Khompela is doing something very good there.
What is he doctoring? What's so different? I mean, I watched them. I don't know if it was the right call for them to play in the heat late afternoon like
at 5, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of took off the edge of the quality of the game as well, but they got a point.
For me, Khompela's bought one. You and I know that he's a very good motivator, naturally. And for me, he can transform any player who's nothing to be somebody from what he says. Okay, he might not be the best tactician, but he can work with your mind and soul and then turn your body into a working machine that can create and also get results. The Swallows team doesn't have stars. I mean, the longer playing service there is Mthethwa, Mabasa, and all those.
Yeah, Jali's.
There's no and Jali.
Yeah.
They're not big stars. And a team has got to be a team like that, whereby it's balanced. We have stars, non-stars, and starters and non-starters, and then novices, and then your old crocs, you know, and then let them gel together and find a good team. You never know. Swallows is playing much better than they did 2-3 seasons ago. And now with Dr. Khompela there, I think they're going to do something much, much better. I call him a doctor because...
What is he a doctor?
He philosophy.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. It's Lufelang here, and good evening to the MSW Shielders, and good evening to Mr. Baba Mthethwa Tawana. Oh man, one of my favorite Sesotho commentators. In fact, not to make him feel very old, but since I'm a young guy, he's actually the first Sesotho commentator that I've listened to since I've started to watch football at a very young age. So. If I've made you feel old, Baba Mthethwa, my sincere apologies. But anyway, first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate you on such an illustrious career, an incredible career. You have made football very enjoyable with, the level of knowledge that you have and bringing it closer home, by commentating the game in your home language. You don't have to go very far. You can just make it accessible to all the Sotho nation that may not understand English so much but love football. And for you to narrate the game the way that you do, come on, it just puts you in a legendary status already. And congratulations to such an illustrious career. But I would want to find out, going into this weekend's MTN 8, what are your expectations from both teams, number one, and number two, who's going to lift the MTN 8 title? That's what I want to find out from you. And again, wishing you good health. And I wish that you can stay as long as you can in the commentary game. Great show as always. Thanks.
Yo, when we upload the video, because I believe we're not live today, but when we do, you'll see there was an answer to that question via symbols in the studio. So anyone that's going to be watching, the question has been answered. Do you want to answer verbally now?
Yeah, I can.
We're listening.
You know me, I shoot from here.
Okay.
Yeah. To answer, thank you very much for the call, Putia. Much appreciated and humbled. I think two things should happen. If Sundowns want to win this one, they need to stop Pirates from running. Pirates run.
Yeah.
When they play their second ball, make sure the third ball is in the box because they run so fast, okay? But when they come to the left-hand side, that's where they're more dangerous. If you look at the left-hand side, the right-hand side is okay. Whether they play Munyano or they play this guy from Maritzburg, Shandu, it doesn't really matter. They can lock that side because they're very strong on that side, okay, with Mudau. So coming this side, that's where the problem starts. Because if Maswanga is going to cut diagonally, then there are big problems. Because the two central defenders at Sundowns, they're not the best. They might be conceding less goals, but because it's a collective. But individually, the two centre backs at Sundowns suspect. Doesn't matter who's playing, whether it's Mvala, whether it's my homeboy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
But
again?
why are they suspect? Give me the reason.
I think
why.
it's how probably it's my own analogy, by the way.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
And which you're entitled to. I mean, that's why you are an objective commentator.
Yeah.
That's why you also get the slack when people call you out for whatever it is. It's part of the game. So you move
one of
on.
those, yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, if you go back to Sundowns and look at the central defenders that they used to have, like Brix Mudau, okay, Oshkosh, like Kimulefe, and then compare with what they have now. Then still go back and say Iwi Kambule, okay, and then which was the right back, and then Nanana Ntombela, who was the left back. Then still come to the central defense, you find Hlupi Makhulego, and Joas Makhulego. All that central defense that he had, partnered with Michael Manzini, that was different from what they have now. Okay, so for me, it's like something is not right there. Maybe they need to beef up, or maybe play Brian Onyango more, and get him used to playing with Mvala or with Gekana. Either way, because now Rivaldo Kotse is no longer centre back. He's now playing in front of the centre backs, covering behind Tebo Mokoena. People see when they do their lineup, Mokoena is like a defender. No, he's not. He's actually the catalyst for Sundowns to go forward. When he's got that ball, and you won't stop Mokoena, hey, you'll be massacred, Baba.
Hulufalang asked the question, and I need the answer before we go to the break. The game is over.
Yeah.
The trophy has to be handed over. And, ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 MTN 8 winners are...
Let's go to a break. This is 94.7.
No. No. We are going to drag this.
My heart.
No, but you...
My heart.
No.
I'm giving you an answer to.
We had a cardiologist here. Don't worry about your heart today. Your heart is okay. Don't worry about that. All I'm saying is I need you to finish the sentence.
Okay. And the winner is?
And the winner is?
A team that is wearing nice colors. How's that?
There's no such.
No, you know
I'll ask you this question until 7 o'clock.
All right. But you saw the signs. We showed you the signs.
But I want you to verbalize.
Don't be a politician, Robert. Now you sound like a politician now.
Verbalize.
You're changing things.
Verbalize.
It's just a question of dialects. You're just changing things around.
So should I tell them what sign you were giving?
Okay, let me ask my lawyer first. And what do you think? See, there's your answer.
That's the away jersey.
Yes, yeah, that's the away jersey.
That's the away jersey.
Yes, yeah.
And it's the away jersey.
Yeah, of the team that will be playing against the home team.
Of a team that was founded in 1937. Baba Mthethwa says Orlando Pirates will be the MTNA champions.
Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Hey, Baba. Oh, my goodness. It is so good me hearing you being interviewed. I am 36. All I've known, I'm not much of a sports fan, but when national games are playing, I certainly do watch. But what got me into that is the way you would narrate the game. Like, as a Sotho girl, it's so personal. You would communicate it in such a way, you know what, I am there. So knowing who today you were going to be, I was like, I need to listen to this man. Thank you so much for all these wonderful years. May you just continue. I'm now in the work of communication. And when you said how important the words that you use, you know, it clicks so well in the marketing and communication space that I'm in. So it's so wonderful, Hore, you know, like you just said, everything you say it in such a unique way where one feels connected to you. And thank you.
Oh, man. I know you held your hands up in the air. Was it in appreciation of every word that was said of a 36-year-old who does not particularly love football but does when you're on and you're behind the microphone?
Robert, it's a mixture of things whereby I feel that I've connected with South Africa and Africa and the world. Because some people listen to me on streaming when they're in London or Zagreb or wherever they are. But they can listen to my voice and connect. And that connection makes them feel at home away from home. It makes somebody sitting in the office, working late at night, listen to me doing football, saying that I can't go home now, I'm busy working, but I can listen to this man to give me more courage to continue with what I'm doing. So my work is more also like nation building. Because some people, they feel bad the whole day. Then come 7:30, I go on air. Changes everything. You bring a smile to their faces.
Yeah.
You soothe their hearts. Even if they're feeling lonely, you are now their friend for that 2 hours. They have a friend that they can associate with, somebody that they can share whatever with. Though they cannot talk to you for you to hear them, but deep in their souls, they can connect with you and share that sorrow or agony or whatever, or even joy for that matter, with you at that time. So I do believe that for me, from what the lady said, I thank her very much to know that my connection in what I say and how I say to the people makes them feel better and makes them understand that it's not just football. It's more about life.
Do you think you've commercially maximized on who you are? I mean, we see you in adverts on television. Do you believe that Baba Mthethwa has commercially maximized on who and what he is?
No, I don't think we've reached that as yet.
Why? What's holding us back?
There's something I'm going to tell you, Robert. Probably it's good that you're asking me this. You know, before I got injured, before I amputated my left leg, knee down, a lot of work was coming. And sometimes I must talk, and whoever is listening must listen very carefully what I'm going to say. There's a law in South Africa that prohibits you from discriminating for people with certain disabilities.
Right.
Because we feel that maybe because now I'm not walking the way I used to walk before. I use a walker now because I'm not using a wheelchair anymore. I use a walker now. You feel that I cannot be able to be the person that I was standing behind the microphone. And then you take away some of the abilities I think I have. But you think they were on my foot. They're not my foot. They're in my head,
voice.
my heart, and my voice. So my foot is just that it's not an inconvenience for me. It's a fact of life.
And for those who didn't follow the story, you got amputated when?
That was last day, 22 January.
22 January.
Yes.
Was it something you were anticipating? Because I look at it from a mental perspective.
I had to circumvent a lot of things, Robert. One of them was the stigma. Okay. How do I find a way around that? Secondly, the pain that comes with, and the eyes. I'll say this. Black people are different. You know what people are walking into a wheelchair in a mall? They don't care. Instead, they give you space.
No help.
They give you space and respect that you are
Sure.
in a wheelchair. But us, Tina,
What happens?
they don't. Instead, someone will walk and turn until they reach wherever. See, how? It's like they feel ashamed for you. They feel sorry for you. They forget that me now, where I am, I'm not feeling shame for myself because I knew that if I didn't do this, that same person looking at me could have known that I was buried last week. But now here I'm alive. I'm taking life head on. Okay? After having avoided and being able to deal with all the negatives that comes with that part of my life. Here I am today. I'm walking again. Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
I see the recovery.
Yes.
I mean, during the break, we would take a couple of photos here. And we cleared the walker. You were able to stand unassisted.
Yes.
And that for me was the last time I saw you. It was still tough.
Yeah, it was
still
very difficult.
Wheelchair, but also very difficult for me. I mean, we took gazillion photos together in our time in Randburg. You taught me a little thing or two to how to dress decently. Some of us who wait for clearance sales we're not quite there.
Umswenko mfana.
But then, given all of that,
Yes.
now you talk about the discriminatory factor of what you have to encounter. The love of the game that you have. I was listening now to your analysis. People love it. I hope I can play a couple of the voice notes that are here. I'm assuming that Durban is going to see you tomorrow, and we're going to hear you on television commentating.
Robert, it's sad and it's unfortunate that I won't be there tomorrow.
Why?
I was not booked for this one. Unfortunately, I was not booked for this one. I'm taking my baby away tomorrow to watch football. Just to watch.
As a supporter?
As a supporter and a fan and an analyst, because wherever I am, when I'm watching football, I'm an analyst. And I'll also commentate, even if I'm a fan, I'll also commentate. Man, yay! Fagi Paul away now. Pasa! Famo tomorrow! Something like that, you see.
No, but then how do you deal with that? I'm not saying anybody is entitled to anything.
Yes.
But if you, given your work, given your track record, given the fact that you still are in your field, arguably the best, you got a cup final, sold out affair.
Yes.
And I'm not going to hear you.
Yes.
How does Baba Mthethwa deal with that?
Sometimes, there are challenges like this one in life that you need to deal with quietly at your own space. And as soon as I knew that I was not doing the final, I had to quickly, recondition my heart, my head, and the fans. So the fans will never be happy, surely.
Yeah.
But I think somehow they'll have to understand that I don't make the call.
Did they explain to you why?
I didn't ask.
You're not interested?
No.
But what about the love for what you do? Does it slowly get diminished? Because it's not the first time. I mean, I asked purely, we haven't spoken about this off air. I just asked because you gave analysis like you've been doing your research, but your research is what you do every single day when you're watching, every single day and week when you're commentating. So that wealth of knowledge, that excitement, that colorful commentary where you're giving nicknames, where you're introducing us to certain dialects, where you're crisscrossing between Afrikaans, Sesotho, Zulu, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably Russian.
All
even.
languages.
Yeah. And then you're silent.
Robert, it's a bit difficult, to be honest with you. Let's leave the MTN final and look at any other major football tournament or final or semi-final or international. As a seasoned commentator, I would expect to do something like that.
Yeah.
You know, because of the knowledge that I have and what I've given to the football fans. However, I don't say I'm entitled.
Yeah.
No, I'm not entitled. But I feel that sometimes when you plan things, you plan things such a way that they give you something that will probably, when the fan is sitting and watching, says, this was worth it. This was worth it.
But you're always worth it. I mean, Chicago says Nyambose is a national key point. I remember in 2010, in one of the World Cup games, the camera zoomed on a group of South African ladies in the stadium. And Nyambose said what? Do you remember?
It's in Africa, it's in Africa.
Quoted exactly those words. He says it was just epic, world-class commentary always. It says, thank you for bringing the legend. So when I talk about memory, you institutionally were able to recall the days of Brix Budao, maybe Love Mo Chafunye, the days of Iwi Kambuli.
Andres Chicha.
Yeah. Banyaza. So, yeah, the original Banyaza.
Hi, Rob. Good evening to you and everyone listening to the show. This is Joel from Watville in Benoni. Thank you so much for bringing in the legendary commentator, Baba Mthethwa. You know, even though I can miss the live action on TV, but as long as I'm listening to him on the radio, I do enjoy every piece of the game. And it takes me like I'm at the stadium seeing everything that is happening. He is talented. And yeah, I wish him all the best. I wish him many more years to come so that even the kids that are growing now, they can still enjoy his commentary. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
man. Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
All right, let's squeeze in more.
Good evening, Sir Marawa. Good evening to Baba Mthethwa. What a legend. What a commentator. Just a quick reaction about tomorrow's final. I so wish and hope that Coach Rivero plays Olisanda there at the back. I don't know who he's going to sacrifice between Sivisi and Tapelo Toke. But if I was Coach Rivero, I was going to put Olisanda there at the back. His experience would come in handy. And all the best. May the best team win. Thank you so much, sir.
Andres Ngwana also there. Thank you very much indeed for that very warm. Hey, who Andres Ngwana says, hey, Rob, you know what? You're with my favorite commentator. Bana. It says tomorrow the cup is ours. MTN 8.
Good evening, Rob. You're talking to one of the most talented, creative, and energetic commentator of our lifetime. Baba Mthethwa has got the ability to give players nicknames that resonate with their character or the style of play, which for me it's something that is rare and also takes a lot of creativity to be able to do that in such a short space of time in a very hard and fast-moving games. And I just want to compliment you, my brother, for what you're doing, because we watched most of the games because of how you were able to tell the football story in a manner that we can be able to connect with you. And I just want to find out from you, what is that one game that you did as a commentator that you feel that you outdid your best and you delivered according to your expectation? Thank you so much.
Teboho, thank you. Oh, man, he described you inside out.
The game that I remember was in 2009. It was a Confed Cup game in Rustenburg.
Ivory Coast.
No,
Not
Ivory Coast. No, it was in Rustenburg. It was a game between South Africa and Spain. Babulai, killer. Babulai. That was when Ike Casillas knew the name Katlaumpela. That's a game.
Why though? How are you describing that goal? Because
I don't think anyone expected Killer to beat the best of the best. Casillas was the best of the best at the time. Remember the following year, Spain won the World Cup here in South Africa. But at that time, he was at his at his best.
Prime.
And Madrid had just won the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
See, so that tells you that on the day, we might have lost the game. People are already leaving when Killer scored that goal.
I hadn't bought my decoder yet there. Just remind me of what you said.
Mothabotle ke boletla kena ka Afrika Borwa shebile mekolo ya ike Casilas la roga ba shebile ba tla bona no tla etsalang ba nka ba be fatshe bafana ba shebana ke bona kamane tech comedy shooting impo wa tlola tech comedy ya kamane na ka tlompela o be fatshe na bo tla ba bula Killer ke tseba wa ya tamela Killer ba bula Killer goal. It's a shoe. Shilo xa ku saseka, xilo xa manyunyu, xilo xa mabye-bye, xilo xa ku ri xilo xa ku ri bo, xilo xa mabye-bye.
After that, I have no words. After that, I am speechless. Let's go. Asam then. But I need to resolve something.
Yes.
Cause Zero says, what a great man. But I can't believe that I am blocked on Twitter. May you please ask my legend to unblock me? Because as I believe I was blocked unconstitutionally. Can I solve this thing?
I'm the president of the football parliament in South Africa.
You block willingly.
So I can hire and fire. So sorry for you to. The question is, what did he do to be blocked? So the Robert no, thank you very much for all the messages and the voice notes from all the shareholders. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for having me, and thank you God very much. And the ladies here, thank you very much. Hey, ngidleka mnandi mangifika la. Hey.
Siphekele mfana umntana. Siphekele mfana. Ngiyakubona ijwayele ukudla ama knickknacks mawumenywa wena.
#MSW